That's the first, and I don't know what year it was, how long it was, but when we kept, the way we'd keep food back there, we'd dry it, uh, uh, smoke it, of course, meat, smoke a meat, and we'd take pumpkin, uh, cut the pumpkin, and of course it's in the ring, hang it on a stick, hang it up and let it dry. We'd dry, I told you how about apples, beans, we'd string them on a bean, like on a string, like I was telling you about, and dry them that way. Had dry beans, and of course we'd pickle beans, pickle corn. We'd have a barrel to pickle beans in, and we'd cook the beans and put a layer of bean in the bottom, up, place so far in a barrel. Then we'd have the corn put in a layer of corn, then another layer of bean, another layer of corn on the cob. It was the only way to keep it, of course. Then when we want to use it, I'd take it off, probably cut off the cob and eat it, whatever we're going to do with it, or eat it right out of the, a lot of people like to eat it right out of the barrel. But that's the way we kept, and the only way we had to keep anything at first was by drying and pickle, make kraut, make a barrel of kraut, and then in the fall we'd make molasses, of course, and then after we made the molasses, we'd make apple butter, and there was some, up in Big Lick there was, in the woods, there was some, we call them hill grapes, and we'd gather these hill grapes in the fall, we never bother them, of course, in the summertime, but we'd go up there after leaves was down, for example, and there would hang clusters of grapes, nice, big long clusters, pretty good sized grapes. We'd get these grapes, and Mother would take about half grapes and half apples and make, we called it then, of course, we called it grape butter. Well, that was good in the wintertime. And those grapes were prolific. We'd go just up in the edge of the woods there and find the grapes. Then, of course, we had plums. There would be wild plums, and we had a plum tree or two on the farm. And she'd mix plums and apples, make plum butter, you see. And we'd have spreads like that. We'd have 2 or 3 kinds of spreads like that. And then, of course, we had the molasses, we called them sorghum, that we made every fall. That, of course, was kind of a heyday in the fall when we'd make molasses.
Did you pick berries?
Not some, yes. Now, the berry picking, we didn't have much berries around there on the farm, but over on Mount Run there was a lot of old farmland or something over in there, and a good ways from home there, but there's always a lot of berries on Mount Run. So we'd go to Mount Run once in a while, pick berries. I remember when I was, well, I was about 13, I reckon, and as after Leroy was married, Effie worked around home a lot down there helping Mother, and Effie wanted to go to Mount Run to pick berries, and of course she didn't want to go by herself, so she took me with her. I rode on behind, she rode the horse, and I rode behind, and we went over there on Mount Run and picked berries, blackberries, and plenty of them, and she fast at it. We picked, wherever we carried them back, we took one of these big long sacks and put a bucket in one end, a bucket in the other end. It's probably 10-quart galvanized bucket or something. And that's where we carried the bucket and then put it over the horse, you see. And that's where one way we carried the berries back. But she picked berries, and of course they took berries, and then Mother got some berries. And But that's about the way we done in Tibet.